Yeah, breaking down what's the root cause. Like a perfect example. Hey, our phones are always ringing. Well, what do we love to do? We'll just add another body, right? Or we'll put somebody else in the BDC to answer the phones. Well, doesn't matter that, 70% of the calls are status updates. And then they
Right.
got to go check with the advisor. And then
Right.
inevitably the advisor's busy because we got a line of cars out the door, right? And it just this cycle of chaos that ends up happening if we would just stop and think about, okay, well, let's back this up a little bit. Like, what's the actual situation that's causing it? What's the root cause, right? And so, yeah, it's very
Yeah,
interesting.
you are exactly right.
And there's a story, I don't know who told me this, but I'll never forget it, and I'll probably mess it up. But there's a story about a guy, he's driving along the highway and he comes to this bridge and he sees cars everywhere on the bridge and people are there. And he looks downstream and he sees people are pulling people out of this river, right? So there's just chaos going on and people just keep coming down the river and all these people are trying to pull these people out of the river. And he's like, oh my gosh, what's going on? So more people keep stopping to pull people out of the river. Now we've got 100 people pulling people out of the river. And one guy drives by and he says, wonder who's throwing people in the river. So he drives upstream and stops the person that's throwing people into the river. I mean, come on, right? That just goes
Yeah.
back to that root cause.